I had planned to cover the palm tree next Saturday. They've kind of messed with the weather for this week. I think this is a clear indicator that this needs to get done. It pained me so much to cut off the leaves, but it's so hard to wrap up when you have a full crown of 30 fronds. So I did end up cutting off probably about 10 to 15 just to make it that much easier to be able to bungee cord them all up and for it to be able to fit into the enclosure. So I'd actually noticed about a week ago that the windmill palm had actually started flowering, which is kind of nuts. And you can see here all the fronds on the ground. So as mentioned in the video, I put some cayenne peppers. I had sprinkled those on the leaves in another frame that I didn't shoot. And then you can see right now that I'm applying the wilt proof to the fronds of the palm tree. You might not be able to notice it, but at the very bottom you can see the space heater. I actually ended up turning it upwards so the heat would be able to rise up better to the fronds. And I know this is sped up, but you can see that it really doesn't take that long to cover the palm tree when you're using this method. So it's all done. It took about probably just over an hour to wrap it up this year, which is way quicker than it was last year with the method I was using. So I used lots of cayenne pepper in there, which will help keep those mice out of there, hopefully. And I went with this tarp wrap right here, which is so it's one of those umbrella, I guess, over winter covers. So it's got a zipper right here that zips pretty much all the way up to the top, and it's 100 inches, so it's shy a little bit at the bottom, but I just put a little bit of burlap around there. Inside it's got the tarp, as you saw, and the space heater and a little mini fan running in there. So hopefully this does the trick. It was so much easier than it was previous years, and it looks a whole lot cleaner than it has in the past. And it does look like a giant, you know what? I do know that, and so do my neighbors. This is not palm related, but I thought I would just quickly showcase this Musa Baju that's still in the ground, undamaged, mostly undamaged anyways, on November the 13th. So I've never had a banana last that long before, but we haven't gone below 0 yet, but I think that's coming tonight. So I didn't record this as I was working on it, but I'll just give you a quick little description of how I wrap things up back here. So this is my windmill palm in the back, and what I did was put 3 metal stakes around it. I wrapped it with better than burlap. I wrapped it with heat tape. So that's the type of tape that you use around pipes to stop them freezing in the winter. And then I wrapped it with a tarp. So it's got a couple of layers, which hopefully keeps it warm enough. And again, I use cayenne peppers to keep any mice from getting inside. So that's the windmill palm there. And so for the one in the corner, basically what I did was got 2 large rose cones. I cut the bottom out of the rose cone here and slipped it over top. Inside I have 25 C9 bulbs. Also use lots of cayenne peppers in there. And then I've got another string of 25 that run out to the 2 needle palms that are just under the garbage cans right there. One thing I did forget to mention is I always use wilt proof. So I used wilt proof on all the palms, which hopefully holds some moisture in the leaves. And I put these 2 stakes into the ground and kind of hammered them into the ground in hopes that it would keep this structure as firm as it can possibly be if we get any wind. Thanks for watching, guys.